Hi, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be testing 3 different exposure techniques when we're using f-log2 with the Fujifilm X100 Mark VI. Before we go out, let's head over to the whiteboard and see what these exposure techniques and these exposure methods actually are. I've watched different videos from different creators, and from them I've realized that there's 3 basic but different techniques that people use. One is the zebra method, and that's used to ensure that your highlights are not clipped. The next one is the overexposure by 2 stop method, where the users stretch out the dynamic range, which they say enhances the colouring and rendering of the final video. Then there's the screen assist method. And the Fujifilm X100 Mark VI has screen assist, and the screen assist with the Fujifilm basically allows you to look at the Rec 709 version of the footage on the camera. My own preliminary experiments, I've realized that you can set your camera up to do all of these using the same settings. Now I'm going to take you over to my camera and show you the settings. Before I turn it on, my focus is on single. If I turn it on, go into the drive, select movie, into menu, movie settings. In movie mode, you can select whatever you want. Go all the way down to your recording type. Select f-log2. Go into the next page. Select photometry and multi. Then down to zebra setting. I've just got zebra left. You can have left or right, it doesn't matter. Zebra level 85%. Now the important one is the ND filter. This camera has a built-in 4-stop ND filter. On here it says it's off, but what I've done is I've assigned this setting to the function button at the front of the camera, so I can turn it on and off whenever I want. I would suggest you do the same to save going into the menu over and over. White balance, we're shooting outdoors, so I've got it on sun. Focus area, I've got central. Autofocus mode, I've got area. I don't use the audio, don't use time code. Now in the setup, the spanner option, select screen setup and turn f-log view assist on. Then if you want, you can save all of these to a custom setting of your choice. Let's head out of there and see I'm in 6K, f-log2. Shutter speed needs to be down to 50 because I shoot in 25 frames per second. And you notice that the ISO is a minimum of 1000. Many users say the best setting is actually 1000 250. So I'll set that manually. Now we'll head off out and do some tests. Here we are out in the early spring. It's sunny, but it's freezing cold, and with the wind chill it must be about 2 degrees. We're going to head up to that pinnacle that's built on the end of a precipice, which is right up there. But we're going to do our first test here on the way up, because the sun is directly behind me as we look up there. So it's going to be really bright. You can see there my shadow directly behind, 180 degrees. What we're going to do is we're going to try each method out with the sun directly behind us. First thing we're going to do is try out the zebra method, but before we do that we need to turn off the screen assist, because there may be a difference between shooting directly in f-log and with screen assist. So we'll try and rule that out by doing the zebra method directly with f-log 2 and the +2 exposure method in f-log before we do the screen assist, and then we'll do all of them with the screen assist, and we can check the EXIF data later to see if there is a difference. I've got the camera set up. You can see it's full of zebras, but let's go into the menu, select screen assist, turn it off, back out. Here we see the screen full of zebras. At the moment we're on f4, so what I'll do, I'll increase the f-stop. It's starting to reduce. F8, F11, still got zebras, F13, F16, which is as far as it goes, and there are still zebras. So here now I'm going to press the function button to engage the neutral density filter on the front. There it is, ND filter on. Now there are no zebras, so I will reduce the f-stops. The problem with the log is you can hardly see the screen, so I'm reducing the f-stops until the zebras come back, and they've come back in f3.2. And the method to use is to increase the f-stop now until the zebras disappear. They disappeared at 3.6. Now that's quite a narrow depth of field, but if we take the video, it'll give us our example of the zebra method. So I'll select focus on the trees in front, f3.6, shutter speed of 50, shooting in 6K, 25 frames per second. There we go, that's on. That's enough. Turn that off. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use the EV method. If you notice, it's quite hard to see here, but on the side the EV reader says +2 or above. So what we're going to do is try and reduce that down to 0.7 and then go back up by 1. Go back up. Okay, so here we go. f8. It's going back up, so overexposed by 2 stops is not 5.6, it is 5. So already we've seen a difference with the f-stop. Now this is just in log on the screen, it's really hard to see. I'll take the image with that. All the settings are the same except for the f-stop number. Okay, that's enough. So now what I'm going to do is go back into menu and turn on the view assistant, which means our screen will now switch from the F-log to the Rec 709 view. Here we are. Now in the screen view method, we bring our exposure back down to 0. Which on this now is F11. So what we'll do, we'll take a few seconds of that. It's recording. We'll stop that. Now what I did notice is that one guy says try to bracket it up to 1 stop over. So we'll do that now. We'll go 1 stop over. So let's try that. We've got the f-stop now at 7.1. All the other settings are the same. It's just got brighter. It's just got 1.3 over now. So I suppose that's something else we need to take into account. Change in brightness in the situation that we're in. So I'll turn that off. We got a range of clips in different settings. You can see they were all different. So which is the right one? It's like, so from here now we're going to go up to the pinnacle where we were before. Up there. We're actually going to try each of those methods, but with the screen assist turned on. The screen assist is much clearer. Let's go on up and see how we do. Here we are up at the pinnacle. I've set up the camera. It's blown an absolute hoolie and it's freezing. So excuse me if I have to sniff because my nose is running like mad from the cold. As you see, just down from the side of me, it's my shadow. The pinnacle's right in front. The sun is 90 degrees. The sun is 90 degrees to the side. So what I've done, I've turned on the camera, put on screen assist. I think the ND filter's on. ND filter's on. And I've reduced the f-stop to 2.2. And you can see zebras all over the top. So what we're going to do is increase the f-stop till the zebras are gone. They're gone. That's f4.5. So let's take that. Got a few seconds of that. Now we're going to use the overexposure method. If I increase the f-stop, oh, yep, there we go. Oh, camera almost blew over. Oh. Okay, so we're two stops overexposed. Now that's changed. So now we're f5.6, 2 stops overexposed. So if you notice, it keeps changing with the light. So now we're going to take a few seconds of this. Oh, as you can tell, it's blowing like mad. Okay, we'll stop that. Now we're going to reduce that to 0, it's not overexposed or underexposed, and it's f13. So we'll take a few seconds of that. Okay, now we're going to overexpose by 1 in case we need to bracket. There we go. So it's f8. It's just got a bit brighter. So it's increased by another third. Overexposing by another third. That's something to take into account. It just changes all the time. Okay, we'll stop that. Now I'm going to get out here because it's absolutely Baltic. And I'll see you in a bit. Now I'm going to show you all the clips in F-Log and the conversion to Rec 709. Let me know in the comments if this has helped you figure out any exposure methods, or you can share some of your methods. Now I'd like to say thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.